I'm attempting to watch 1,000 games of football before the end of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and I'm going to be ranking every single one to find out which game is the greatest of the season. More Premier League action today as we are covering Chelsea taking on Crystal Palace. Two teams that I would say both are very hopeful of certain levels of success this season. Chelsea obviously getting Champions League qualification off the back of a very impressive first season for Enzo Maresca, whereas Crystal Palace coming off the back of not only an FA Cup win but a Community Shield final win on penalties over Liverpool. Both sides would be going into this game hoping to grab 3 points on the opening day. Crystal Palace would actually have the majority share of the chances early on, and this would lead to a free kick very early on in the game, which would be taken in the 13th minute by Eberechi Eze, who would slam a beautiful effort into the back of the net past Robert Sanchez. However, controversy would occur. The goal would be sent up to VAR for confirmation, first for an offside call, which was completely clean, no problems there. However, it was deemed that Mark Gahey was impacting the wall for the free kick. Now, I saw a lot of people thinking that this was actually a foul being given on Gahey, but it wasn't a foul. It was confirmed to be him being too close to the wall. To be honest, I think this was the completely correct decision. I don't really get why a lot of people are complaining about this, apart from the fact that they just don't understand the rules of the game. So yeah, completely justified to rule it out, but very unfortunate for Crystal Palace. Unfortunately, after this, not too much would occur in terms of clear-cut chances. Now, Chelsea would have a few opportunities, sure. Pedro Neto would whip some good balls in, but they'd be able to do nothing from set pieces, really. And there were a few yellow cards handed out between this game. We saw some excitement in the second half with Esteval being brought on for his Premier League debut for Chelsea, and he actually had a really, really good cameo, but was unable to provide any sort of goals or anything. Fortunately, I'd say João Pedro and Jamie Gittins also had pretty poor debuts for Chelsea, to be honest. Jamie Gittins in particular. Look, João Pedro didn't have a lot of service, so I can understand why it'd be a poor game, but Jamie Gittins just did not look good on the ball, to be honest. Didn't look confident, could not really dominate his man 1v1. And to be fair, Munoz is a good 1v1 defender, so I don't blame Gittins entirely, but in terms of just, a good game, he just did not have one at all. The match would finish out 0-0, unfortunately. A bit of a bore in terms of these two teams who I was really expecting a lot more from. So I guess we're just going to have to see how their seasons develop. Overall, it was a pretty disappointing game. I'm going to rate it a 3.2.